Welcome back to Tainslate Info. Now that we know Argentina's government is planning to spend almost 684 million US dollar to procure new fighter jets and also to build related infrastructure, we need to dig deeper on which fighter is going to get a chance to serve the Argentina. The two main requirements which they are looking for is to have an aircraft with an open architecture design so that they would be able to integrate the weapons and the systems of any origin. The second strong point which they are looking for is to have 0% of UK or British origin components. In order to get more information about why Argentina is refusing to buy aircrafts with British components, you can refer to my other video for which I have provided the link in the top right I button. To give a quick one-line summary about it, the main reason due to which none of the country will be able to sell the defense products with British components is because of the rift between Argentina and the UK over the Falkland Islands. In other words, the United Kingdom placed an arms embargo on Argentina following the Falkland Islands War in 1982, preventing the country from acquiring weapons with British-made components. Even though Argentina would be announcing the winner of this 18 fighters deal by November 2022, let me give a few of my points which I read and noticed in many different sources. This video would be a summary of all that information and even my idea on the possible selection of fighters by Argentine Air Force. The fighters which are and which were considered by Argentina are the Saab Gripen of Sweden, the FA-50 of South Korea, the JF-17 fighters which are jointly manufactured by China and Pakistan, the second-hand F-16 fighters of Lockheed Martin of the United States, the Tejas fighters from Hindustan Aeronautics Limited of India, and the Russian Mikoyan MiG-35. Let me give my points and information which were shared through different sources to support and to provide data through which each fighter might or might not get selected by the Argentina force. So let me begin with the first fighter of Russia origin, the MiG-35. Due to the current situation with Russia and Ukraine, we can clearly tell that Argentina would never go for the Russian MiG-35 fighters, so it's out of the game and this competition in joining the Argentina fleet. There are so many sanctions on Russia by Western countries, so I'm sure Argentina would not take a risk by selecting the Russian MiG-35 fighters. Next in the list are the Saab Gripen and FA-50. Argentina's attempt to purchase the Swedish Saab Gripen and South Korean FA-50 trainer and light combat aircraft were also spoiled under the British embargo, since both these aircrafts have British parts, including ejection seats which are made by the UK-based Martin Baker. Coming to the other contender, which is from China and Pakistan, a few months back a Special Air Force Committee of Argentina traveled to China in order to evaluate the JF-17 aircraft, but it looks like they were not happy with the news prevailing in internet about the quality of recently manufactured and operated military products of China origin. Although ejection seats are standard on Pakistani JF-17, which are built by the British Martin Baker, China has a viable domestic replacement for this particular British seat. Majority of us know that the Chinese products are by luck, since if you get a product of China origin and if it works fine, that means you are lucky. And if it stops working or starts giving issues in a few days, you are unlucky. The problem with China is that China tries to involve themselves in many things but never does it as a quality good. So I'm sure now you might be able to understand that even JF-17 might be out of this race of Argentina fighter program. But saying this, I still want to remind that the Argentina Defense Forces have kept their negotiations still open, so we are not sure if this might get fixed as well. Now coming to F-16 of United States origin, the F-16 fighters which are offered by the US are the second-hand fighters which are operated by the Danish Air Force and which will be getting Block 52 upgrades if these fighters are procured by Argentina. Argentina is actually looking for a multi-role fighter which are fitted with an active electronically scanned array radar and in-flight refueling system which are compatible with the tanker aircraft currently in their inventory. But the F-16, which are provided by the United States, doesn't fulfill both these requirements. So this makes clear that the F-16 will also be out of the race. So the last fighter in the list is the LC Tejas of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited from India. Even though I have provided so many points to state why those fighters might be out of race or already out of the race, even with the case of LC Tejas, the problem is with the presence of the British origin components. LC Tejas, as we all know, have three components which are of British origin, and they are the Mk16 ejection seat, which are manufactured by Martin Baker. The other two components are the aerial refueling probe and a quartz radome, which are both supplied by Cobham Limited of UK. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited has assured Argentina that they would replace these components with other replacement, but practically it might take more time or might require a lot of structural changes and a complete recertification of the fighter. Even though HAL has offered a customized variant of HAL Tejas to the Argentine Air Force, this will go on for many years to get recertified. Also, just for 18 fighters deal with Argentina, I am sure HAL would not put so much effort, and eventually if the Tejas is not getting certified as expected, or if the replacement of British components are not compatible, all the efforts would go in vain. So seeing all the points mentioned above, it looks like none of the fighters have an easy chance to win the race and get added to the Argentine Air Force fleet. So instead of reading all this news and assuming ourselves the winner among these fighters, it would be good to wait until Argentina announces the winner by themselves. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to Tain Slate Info for more defense and aviation related updates. Thank you.